I feel gloomy today. So I didn't provide the answer I was expecting. I couldn't get the answer I was expecting. It's not possible for one language to verbalize the whole concept. Looking back, I was feeling a little gloomy that days. I want to verbalize it. What is hazy, cloudy, misty, foggy, ambiguous, always confusing days, a state of mind in which the unexpressed things in my mind are really what I am sincerely seeking. But I have suppressed them and erased them from my memories. And those erased feelings are reacting on their own, regardless my will. To eliminate this kind of feelings, I needed to be honest about what I really want and what I want to do. Move forward to seek or realize that what I really want. If I write it down on a notebook, it will gradually become clearer. The cause of this feeling is the simple feelings of wanting someone to love me, wanting someone to approve of me, wanting to fulfill the dreams that was never fulfilled, not wanting to lose to the people or not wanting to obey my boss. I have no regret in my life. I believe there have been hard times, painful times, and if I could start over, I would change my choices out of focus on the road, or wish I had made it areas to name a few. But it's okay. All the things I think about it year after year are okay now. I have no regrets. Try to live the life that I don't mind repeating that this life exactly as it is now. The reason for this is because I am not a person. There is a reason. I don't want to repeat this life. I thought I don't want to repeat it. This life is eternal digressions. The idea that the people repeated the same life forever, it is similar to the Buddhist reincarnation. But it is different. If reincarnation is to be born into something else and repeated the soul, eternal digression as the idea, I am born again and again and again, and I will repeat it the same life forever, with all its sorrow and joys. Eternal regression is hard to accept. Maybe there is something still stuck deep inside me. I don't regret this life, but I don't want to repeat it. I have thought about it. If it is a life that repeats itself, what would I change now? Do you see the answers of your own accord? Will it change the way we live? Love my downstairs enough to be willing to repeat it. Whether I live in such ways that I can love my life, my downstairs to the extent that I can think I want to love my downstairs that much. The practice continues. In addition to living that life without regret, I will take time and the rest of my life to love my density. A day seems to go by very quickly. It is natural, but we are repeating the same things over and over again. The flow of each day out of the week is fixed. When I touched my computer while riding to the trains, I arrived at my destination on a flash. If I don't do anything, that time seems to fly slowly. The reason why time seems to fly slowly may be because I don't use my head. And I just spended my time in the same sceneries as usual. When I look back at my days, I feel as if that time of day never existed because I have no memory of it once it has passed. On the other hand, when I am concentrating on some things, I don't notice the past of time, so time seems to fly by. But when I looked back, what I was doing at that time is etched on my brains. Also, to my memory, warehouse is probably filled with many memories that are few years that I don't remember well when I look back on them now. It was after that time when I was on the same department doing the same work. It was not a monotonous day, but I do remember the feeling of being on the rhythms, repeating the same things every years and the same month and not knowing if it was this year or 2 years ago. I intended to work on what I want to do and what I think I should do the best of my ability, without reservation to anyone's. If I keep repeating the same things over again, my brains try to process everything with the scope of my previous experience. So it is easy to say that I am living a monotonous life. Although it is easy, monotonous from different perspectives may be a good life because it means that I am living without anxiety. However, I think it is a waste of time to just repeat it what I can do now. Why should I do that? I'm a person who have lived according to my heart, and I have not been forced to do the work I have been doing so to be lazy. Whenever there was a martial arts event or live concert that I loved, I would somehow adjusted my work schedule and go overseas to see it. But on the other hand, I feel that I have avoided taking on new challenges and adventures. So I thought I take on the new challenges here and there just being myself. I am now throwing myself as once again into the challenges of trying things I never tried. The judgment of what I did not touch and gain loss, cost, performance, or time efficiencies, which I have been hearing a lot about recently. I have crossed these decisions criteria with my own and have chosen the one that was beneficial or efficient. Improve my cooking skill, draw pictures, go out for photography works. I want to use the gaps in my daily life for new experiences. Next, I would like to travel. Since I finally have some free times on my hands, I would like to go out on a specific theme. If I keep doing the same things, I will get old in no time. Then let's spend a different day every day than yesterday's. As people get older, they sometimes get a little too lazy to start something new. Also, we become less interested or enthusiastic about various things that we used to be. It also becomes harder to learn new things. Some people believe that this is actually due to a loss of interest in things as we get older rather than the decline in their brain or physical fitness due to age. Those who remain as curious, interested, apparently is able to maintain a high level of memories. In other words, aging is a physical decline, but it is also a loss of interest in things. It was popular to talk about dried up women and feminine women who has lost motivation to identify it with womanly characteristics. But there are people who are young but withered. I'm totally dried up in terms of love myself. It's a pain in the ass over there, too lazy to move, or something like that. And it becomes stronger than the desire to do it. Lounging around is a wonderful way to spend the holidays, but when I see such things, I cannot help bad things. What a waste of time! I cannot help bad things. What a waste! Of the inside ages, so does the outside. On the other hand, the people who are doing what they wanted to do tend to look and feel young inside and outside. At the gym, there are people in their 40, 50, and even 60s, and they are all so young. Old men in the 50s are squatting with barbells weighing the 240 kilograms. They not only look young, but they have an aura of youthfulness. I think it is partly because he works out, but I also think it is because he is pursuing what he wanting to do. More than anything, I get the sense he's enjoying life. So if there is something you want to do or something you are interested in, I think you should do it without hesitations. It doesn't matter if someone says you're older enough or something like that. You don't have the right to limit the possibilities of your life to others. I want to do what I want to do the best of my abilities and that with no regret. Don't you think so? That's how I feel today is if there is something you want to do, do it without hesitation.